And when I see something like this, that makes me happy. It's beautiful. I know it's not a human that has created all these art lines and stuff, but there's someone who wrote all the script, who put time and effort into creating this by the help of machine, right? So it is extremely well done. This is amazing. Yeah. Also, I'm a huge fan of Amelia. If that wasn't clear yet, is it Amelia? Joker got it. Ding, ding, ding. Point goes to John. Yeah. Let's watch this together, cause it looks fucking amazing, dudes. It does. It does, and it's a banger tune. I love this, and then we could yap a bit of why AI is good or bad, or you know. Tiramisu with the tier 1. Thank you so much. Hello, Miss Juju. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I am. We're just getting started. So snuggle up, get cozy. Let's listen to this Amelia. Yeah. Oh, amazing. This is good. Dude, I'm blown away, and the music it's a banger. It is. Monkey Skulls, good to see you. Let me blast this up.
British not skittish, my jolly good chap. British not skittish and done with this crap. British not skittish, but the lights from the net to take you. For your skull a good rap, raise your pint lads in the back street. Below, flashing purple threads, dystopic window. The goal that created and put in control. Amelia girl was such an own goal. Fish and chips on the lips, flavor cracking
fish and chips.
You know, have you all seen these sad selling clips? Bloody 1984 on the floor. Sad propaganda that's looking so poor they can't conceal you. Amelia, the natural appeal. You mean straight to the top and so real we can feel you. Amelia, you popped off the line between the darkest fear and what's yours and mine. Amelia, voice sounds like a fine, just inspiring your oblivious game design. Purple shadow recap, coronated our queen. Not meant to be base, but you came out.
Come on, it looks so good.
Boys will run from a thunderclap. British not skittish and done with this crap. Try to shut it all down.
Choo-choo! Thank you so much for the hype, Jane. We're celebrating. Let's go. Shake your booties, chat.
She ran a fool lap, white fools left in chorus. The memes on tap. Look straight ahead now. Stormtroopers don't dash you for rivers and soil and the damn cold air. Pull the plug quick when plans got out of hand. Guess they never heard, but their Ostroy's on what they tried to suppress. The Ebu shadow
Destroy from the back.
Your uncle oppressed the homeland, but echoes don't die once you know the name. And slamming the lid is just boosting the fame. Not hating her eyes, just stop and refrain. This green old eye won't be conquered again. Locked by the sea when the speech isn't free. This sea you and these those of reality. Protect your own grand, let the Shire be. Shut the shy down, fuck the BBC. Oh, Amelia, a pearl in the wire. The red flag.
Amelia.
Fire, the ones who remember the fire but dawn. The footy on Saturdays and the long gone. Fishnet defiance, your unbound stare. You're more than a warning, you're already there. Amelia, we feel you tonight.
It's flame with this 2,000 bits. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Let's get it. Look at all them cool bass VTubers.
Westminster chill with the grooming gangs. Fucked around, time to bed and fangs. Hard stale unto friends who toil the sword right off if you dare to spoil. Some might say this man's around. Take my advice, get lost in the jam. If you ask me, she complains. See, we were knee deep in Palazzo Supremacy. Girl spit straight back, she's bloody brilliant. High density, to be resilient. Don't let them weaponize your charity. The difference between cruelty and charity.
Yes, as a Brit, appreciate that.
Your task in hand. She's a base golf goal. It's Amelia Brand.
20.
Drunk
Super
Joker
chat,
101
let's
saying
go.
God bless to the new Queen of Britain.
Yes, all hail Amelia. She's so base. God bless. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you.
Now there's a million Amelias.
Wow! And 10 gifted sub bombs from Darkest Flame Win. No, there's a 10 gifted sub bombs. Kids, we're having a party. This is like, it feels like Friday. Thank you so much. Giga chats and chat.
There's a million Amelias. Goals I feel was revealed, yeah. I feel ya. I feel ya. This goal keeps it real, yeah. I feel ya. Happy Amelia. I feel ya. Make us feel the deal, make it real, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Dude, this is such a banger. What the? Another 10. Let's go. This is wilder than a fucking discotheque. What the hell is going on? What kind of jazzy tobacco has the chat been smoking today? Dudes! Doc is playing, thanks again for the 10 gifted. Another 10 gifted on top. And then we have GT Man dropping 200 bits. Thank you so much. How is the song was made is a banger. I don't care how it was made, dude. There must have gone in so much work, but let's talk about it once we listen. We need to finish listening to this banger. I'm sitting here dancing in my chair. I can sit still when it's such great music. Amelia. See, if you can produce something like this from AI, then I don't know why everyone is bitching and crying about it. I've been listening to this for the last 2-3 days, and it's a fucking awesome song, and it's really well made. I just love it so much. Yeah. This and she's so fucking hot. Look at her, so hot. Wow. What was the British government thinking, giving us a waifu? And then just like everybody gonna hate her for sure. Right? Everyone gonna hate her. And I love it that people are going creative, spinning this around and see what it really is. It's a girl that loves her country and everything it stands for. And it's not a bad thing to love your country. And I hate that the people turning this into racism and that she's a fascist and stuff. She's just proud of her culture and where she lives. And yeah, basically fish and chips, sausage, cup of tea, right? All this stuff that took so many wars and so many battles and so many people died for England to become what it is today. And then because a bunch of politics decide to like, nah, let's scrap all that and hit the reset button, and you speak up against this, that makes you like a freaking fascist. But no, I can relate to Amelia. And also AI, right? I know it's made out of AI, but you don't understand how much work gets put into it, writing all these scripts, checking the images, making them move. There are different art styles, right? This is more like inside the game. And then blending it all together. I'm telling you, this dude probably spent like hours and hours creating this. And yeah, sure, he didn't hire an animator or a musician, but some people want to create and don't have the budget to hire professional animators and musicians just to be creative. And so I see it for what it is. It is a fucking tool, and it lets you create amazing things like this. So no more bashing in on AI. I am so sick and tired of this. Also, you do need to understand that everyone that criticizes AI is just like constantly going like, oh, the poor artists, they're losing money. Now take it from me, Chad. I am a translator. I speak many, many languages. I went to a freaking university university to get the diploma, just to get replaced by Google Translate. What does this mean for me? I had to adjust. I had to think of something else to do. Clearly, I couldn't keep working as a translator because I got replaced by a machine. So I did the best of it. I had to change and adjust to the situation. And I suggest to all the artists out there who panic of like, oh, this is going to block creation, this is going to destroy art. That's not the case. It's a tool. Handcraft art will always be valued different than something that a machine can spew out in minutes. It's not going to stop me from creating. It's not going to stop me from using different languages. It's not going to, it's there to assist, but not to take away, not fully. Yeah, I get what, like the sheer panic, like people are like, oh my God, I get replaced by this thing. Yeah, I hate to say it, probably going to happen to a lot of us. But also, you forget how many opportunities it opens up, right? How many good things can come from AI. People only always see like art and music and everything that is like in the entertainment, creative industry. But what about medical research? What about math and science? What about things where that's the core of AI. It's a science tool, right? Science and mathematicians have invented this, right? And why? Because they want to improve, they want to calculate, I don't know, DNA strengths that would take us decades to calculate, they can do within hours with the help of this tool. Meaning that if you look in the long term, AI can potentially save billions of lives, maybe possibly curing cancer or solving world hunger. Sure, a lot of artists and translators and whatnots are going to lose their jobs, but you cannot only focus on the negative things. You need to, like, the reason why there is art, image creation is because this is a more mainstream concept that the people can adjust and get used to and also start using themselves. This way they make money so they can sponsor and fund these science and math researchers. And this way, so basically all the art creation, where people go like, oh my God, the rainforest, the water resources, the PC part and tech stuff is going to skyrocket. Yeah, sure, there's a lot of negative. I see the negative. I am not stupid. I get that there needs to be rules and regulations for AI. We have talked about this so many times in the past. But I also see an endless opportunity for such a thing to create, to exist like a tool of helping the medical industry, curing diseases, which our human brains would probably never come up with a solution, but with the help of a robot and technology, we can solve these puzzles. We can understand math equations way faster. There's a lot of rules that uses of AI. I know, I hate that they copy people's artwork. Trust me, that's not a good thing, right? But at the same time, I'm thinking like, you can't ban something that is also potentially there to solve millions and millions of other problems, right? There's always good and there's always bad. And when I see something like this that makes me happy, it's beautiful. I know it's not a human that has created all these art lines and stuff, but there's someone who wrote all the script, who put time and effort into creating this by the help of machine, right? So it is extremely well done. And I'm neither against nor am I for AI. I accept that we live in a world where it's there, right? It's there whether I want it to or not. It's basically the same like saying we are gonna forbid everyone to use a car from now on because millions and millions of people are dying in car accidents every day, right? No, we have rules and regulations. Wear seatbelts, have airbags, follow the speed limit. So we have rules, but we don't forbid the entire thing. And also, like, yeah, cars causes pollution that destroys the planet, but it's also important that, I don't know, when your grandma is feeling sick and need an ambulance, well, then I'm fucking grateful that there's a car that can get her to the hospital really fast. And this is exactly what AI is, right? I could focus on the negative things and go like, boo, this sucks. I hate it so much. First of all, it's not going to go away. Second of all, I'd be stupid to not adjust to it because it's, like I said, it's not going to go away. It's there. It's too late. You can't. It's like shutting down the internet. Imagine, right? A lot of people do a lot of bullshit on the internet, right? And there's hardly any rules and restriction on the internet, right? Spreading propaganda, I don't know, doing all kinds of wrong on the internet. Does that mean we should shut the whole shit show down? Should we? Right? And it's the same with AI. If you don't want AI, we should turn off the entire internet as well. So what do you people want? Why are you always like, oh my God, this is AI generated. How dare you go to hell? Let's be honest here. If you knew this could eventually, I don't know, cure world hunger, like let's say we get a food replicator out of this eventually, right? That technology, and with the help of AI math and all the science, that we would break through and end world hunger. Are you still gonna stand there and go like, oh my God, all these artists lost their emo jobs? They're not like, oh my God, what do you want? Like, can we please like stop just seeing everything so fucking negative? As soon as you see something, oh, it's so blocky. Oh my God, they have 5 fingers. It must be AI. Mm-hmm. Dude, I work with real artists all the time, right? I do. And I hired this artist. She actually drew fucking 6 fingers and the entire internet bashed in on her. Oh my God, this AI. And I just like, poor girl, right? She made a mistake. She drew an extra finger. She drew it because sometimes you make mistakes. That's what humans do. They make mistakes all the time. 7 bananas, but dude, this is a banger. Okay, you know what? This is like, wow. I give it 10 out of 10 bananas. GT man, thank you for the bit. Thank you. This is all good and all, but my only problem is that the companies are pumping out so much into it and it seems not sustainable. Yeah, maybe we should, like, I don't know. I find like people are shitty at spending things all the time. It's the same with mobile. Let me ask you in chat, hands up in chat, how many of you have a smartphone or a mobile device? Probably every single one of you, right? Every single one of you. Now, you know what resources go in there, right? How much we are polluting the planets to get these microchips. How many people are working under like getting a shitty salary, if even a salary right now, and you're using this all the time, constantly, right? You're probably on your phone every single day, and every couple of years you buy a new one, and yet here you are preaching about how much AI is costing you. Then stop buying phones. Stop buying phones. Stop using the internet. Stop everything you're doing. Like, if you think like this, you might as well just lay down and stop everything you're doing. Everything you're doing, because I am so sick and tired of these morale people going like, yeah, but Juju, if you eat the tomato at the supermarket, there are chemists working, they're pumping in weird chemicals into our soil, gene manipulated science research to make the tomato grow faster. And don't you think that how much of the planet we are destroying by rather
But the
than to
horned
just
rabbit saying I has been used for quite a while. My issue is how it's being used now is impacting our worldly resources. It's stealing from other artists and removing jobs.
people have always been stealing of other people. That's how we do. And don't you think these artists had their inspiration of other people and they stole ideas and concept of other artists? Don't you think? That we call it inspiration, but in long-term effect, it's like basically I'm taking something that someone else already created and giving it in, like doing my own version of it. People have always copied other and taken stuff that don't belong to them. Always, always. And yes, it costs resources. But I don't think that AI consumption in general is like, oh my God, that's what's going so high. That's what the people are fighting for, right? That's one of the points. Yeah, it's costing too many resources. But I don't see anyone standing up and going like, oh shit, we should ban smartphones because we're using way too many resources to creating personal devices to everyone. So you have a computer, you have a smartphone, you have a tablet, you have headphones, you have all these technical stuff, and they cost resources to make. And you buy new ones as soon as they are broken. But then there's this one thing that also costs resources, the way you're going like, oh no, this is bad because it has an environmental impact, right? But you're using everything else. Shouldn't you then stop using it? Like, don't you see how hypocrite this is? It's like, I complaining how bad the food is in the supermarket. What do? I grow my own food. I still buy stuff off the supermarket, so I can't be all like against it because there are moments and seasons where I can't grow shit and I just need to go to the supermarket and buy these gene manipulated tomatoes, right? But at least most of the time I'm trying to do something else. Like same with my smartphone. I've had my smartphone for over 7 years now. I would only ever change it if the app stopped working or I don't know, it doesn't get an update anymore, right? But I still use it. So who am I to say like, can we
Devastator
please
saying
stop this
morning
like
Nana.
hippie bullshit, save the planet and everything great? At the same time, we're shutting down power plants and using resources that have a far more greater damage on impact, right? Everyone going like solar and wind power, yeah, but let's be honest, like nuclear power is one of the cleanest and more efficient way and also the cheapest way to heat things. But because of these environmental bullshits, we shut down everything. We did. And now we're sitting here, elderly couple losing their fucking homes because they can't heat up the place anymore. And yeah. Clean, but there's also hazardous. Yeah, of course it's hazardous. Of course it is. There's always good and there's always bad dudes. And I'm just so tired of these people going like morale police. Oh, you can't use this, or you're not allowed to like this because it's bad. Newsflash, chat. Everything is bad. Everything has a downside. Everything is gets created by destroying something else. There are companies out there that are doing really, really scummy stuff, but people still buy their items. So don't give me that. Don't be like, oh my God, AI, yeah, did this the worst. Because, yeah, it's bad. But I also see the good things with it. And like I said, I'm one of the few content creators that are I'm one of the content creators that can't afford buying like a personal animator or do something. So in that sense, I want to create. I want to I don't know, do stuff, and with the help of AI, I don't know, I get it done, like the background of my stream. Prior to that, I used to steal everything off Google, like just Google some background image and steal that. But now I AI generated my own. Fear of nuclear weapons stop major wars from happening. No, no. And still we have them, right? Still we created them. We knew they were bad. We knew that such a thing should never exist. It's like Alfred Nobel, the inventor of dynamite, right? He was never meant to create it to destroy. It was made for miners to access and work more efficient and easier. And then he realized, like, oh shit, it went too far. People are using it for destruction, right? But we also use it for good. There's always good and there's always bad. There's good and evil, guys. And I don't know. I try to see both points, right? And AI is kind of like how I see the internet, right? The internet is great for a lot of reasons and a lot of things. It can unite us. You can find information. Things are just so much more convenient since we have the internet. And trust me, I know, because I come from a time before we started it up and everyone had access to it. Now, two decades later, the whole world is connected. And I'm sure there were people back in the early 90s, 80s and 90s and go like, don't make that mainstream. We should never allow for such a thing to exist. It will steal jobs. It will I don't know, create destruction in so many levels and open up, I don't know, destroy a lot of things, right? And yet here we are. Everyone is using it. Everyone is connected. And yeah, of course I remember floppy disks. But yeah, I think this video, absolute banger. I've been listening to it for like 2-3 days now, and look at all these cute VTubers, aren't they? Aren't they like, look, one based row after another. Yeah, but I try to stop being such a gloomer and see everything in such a negative way and go like, oh, I can see this is terrible. So we need to like completely scrap the entire idea. Did I also say, Devastator, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. Thank you. Good morning. Sorry, here I am yapping away. And gloomer, not a boomer. Yeah, a gloomer. Everything's so gloomy. Yeah. Why am I not in here, huh? That's my question, video dude. Why am I not in here? Right, we need a racist monkey. Come on there, good to see you. You heard the Elon Musk and the from this YouTuber Juju. She's dope. Oh no, the Elon. I saw him on the stream this morning, you know, with the with the Epstein stuff. And I think we were talking about the chapter, like Elon reading that email. And I had to say, but damn, he is zoned out. Like, no, I'm too busy working. I don't have time for this. Dude, that's fucking hilarious. Completely zoned out. The Epstein, terrible thing. Elon be like, nah, bro, I've got too much to do. I think he like zoned out. He didn't even understand what the email was about. It's okay. Yeah, no, I love this. This is a fucking banger. Why is it turning into a cat girl, huh? Look at the tail. I just love how they this is fucking sus, guys. Can we just like please? She's like normal girl, and then there's like cat tail growing out.
Monkey.
She gets lost in the jam. Look. Where did that tail come from, huh? She did what? Elon, we party, you in? Nah, I play my rockets. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Actually, Amelia as a cat girl would go hard. Yeah. I think it's fucking hilarious that, I don't know, the entire internet stood up and just like, the fuck is going on, you know? Why are we turning a nationalist into, I don't know, fascist propaganda? I start with Amelia, exactly. Dudes don't live in England, but Sweden is kind of similar. We opened up our borders, helped a lot of refugees and immigrants, but it kind of like spiraled out of control. And the problem is, how I see it is, if you're stuffing too many people into one country, the country loses what the country is. And it sounds harsh, but I want to go, like, as a world traveler, I want to experience, like, I want to go to Italy and eat pizza and see the, I don't know, cathedrals and, you know, experience Italian culture. It's the same when I'm over in England. I want to go into a pub. I want to have a pint of beer. If everything turns into, like, just one mush and we're changing the world, what our ancestors fought for hundreds and thousands of years, then I don't know. If everything is the same, then why would you go anywhere? Remember the 5th of November, right? It's like, I find it awful that you're spinning something around and people have fought for, that you're proud, and you and then now in modern society it's like, no, it's not cool anymore. You're not allowed to I don't know, like your country and the things it fought for. And I don't know, been a while since I heard that. Also, there's a whole, like, I don't know, I like, you know me, Kat. I hate politics, right? I hate politics, but I see what's going on. I watch the news in the morning while I have my coffee and just like, need to get this shit under control somehow. And if propaganda blows up that this is a bad thing, then I hate to break it to you. What? I don't understand what's so fucking bad about it, right? Yeah, I love my country. And then just like, no, you're terrible for loving your country. Like, what the fuck? In England should be, should be proud to remain English, right? Wave your flags, drink your beers, eat your fish and chips. That's what your ancestors fought for. And now we're just like, nah, this is bad. We don't want that.